Hello, crochet lovers. This is Caroline at For the Love of Crochet, and I have a lovely bunch of goodies for you. I have a Pokemon, of course, and the next bunny pattern, as well as a great thing to add if you're looking for something Christmas to work up for your friends and family or for someone special. So let's get started. So for the first one, I would like to start with the bunny. Now, from last crochet podcast, I had started this little guy, and he is perfect. I love the way he came out. The pattern was great, and it is a no-sew pattern. All of this was crocheted in. I can't believe it. It's so cute. And those felt eyes worked out perfectly. The yarn for this came from a Bella Coco box that I had from a subscription box. Here's the yarn. I know it'll be backwards, but it says Bella Coco Crochet Confection DK. And these are all the colors that I used. These are all the colors that I used for the bunny. So I have a lot left. So I'm going to try and work up something else with these colors because this was a dream to work with. This was way better than the Shep Shez Soft Fun, the Shep Shez Katona Cotton. I loved working with this yarn. It is great. Of course, it comes from the UK, so I probably won't be ordering it. But if you're from the UK, maybe you will have easier access to it, or if you have the Bella Coco boxes. This was a great bunch of yarn that we got. And the pattern for this bunny came from this book, Amigurumi Animals. And here he is. Now notice he is quite chunkier. He's got a lot more stuffing in his head and his body, but I kind of like the way mine came out better. He's full, but not too full. And his head is perfect. I like the way his head came out. So yes, that is my crochet bunny. How does he rate in all the bunnies that I've made? If you've missed any bunny patterns, I have made a playlist of all the crochet podcasts that included a crochet bunny. So that is where you'll find all my crochet bunny patterns or bunnies that I've worked up. And the one on the shelf over here, right there with the yellow mustardy bottoms, is my number one favorite to beat. Lulu Bunny over there is also in a previous podcast. So if you haven't seen those, check out the bunny list playlist and you'll see all the bunnies I've made. This is super cute though. I really like the way he came out, and this yarn is so great. Okay, and for the big reveal from the thumbnail, a lot to say about this one. Jigglypuff, I choose you. Oh, goodness. This guy was a lot of fun to make. Very easy pattern. I bought this off of Etsy. So when he sits on the shelf, that's what he looks like. The hardest part on this pattern was trying to cut the felt just right. So there we go. That is Jigglypuff. Look at that little curl. And then there's felt on the ears. Now I used Premier Parfait Chunky, which is a great yarn to do a large fluff yarn. I like it way better than blanket yarn. This one slides through your hook a lot easier than blanket yarn. It's much softer and smoother. You could probably see your stitches better on this one as well. So I like Premier Parfait Chunky, and I always order that one because I don't find those ones in stores. Now, in order to get this size, which is about the size of a basketball, a little bigger than a basketball, I had to hold 2 strands together with an 8mm hook. And when I was using one strand, was coming out about the size of this head here. This is from a previous podcast. We're currently doing a all fall for Christmas crochet collab, KS Mom and Craftably Ever After. And we had worked together before, and this was one of the all for fall crochet collabs. So this was our fall one. We're doing a Christmas one, so I will link that down below. Everyone's welcome to join. But when I was making Jigglypuff, his body was coming out this small with one strand. It was really not big at all. So I had to double it up to get this size. What else can I say about that? The pattern does not include a template for making or cutting your felt. You kind of have to just do that on your own based on the picture. If you have some tools at home, you may be able to do that with a Cricut or something, but I was having a hard time. I was just trying to find a circle object. So yeah, this was the most difficult part. The rest was fairly simple and worked up very fast, and it was a lot of fun to make him. And him come together like that was just great. So here's his back side. And you sew all these pieces on. So yeah, he's fun. Okay. And the last thing I have to show you, I tried to put it on a big string just so you could see, is a bunch of little mini stockings. Aren't those cute? Now, I got this pattern off of YouTube. It was a great pattern, and let me just take one off. So here it is. Now, I have so many ideas of how you can use this little baby stocking. Not only could you put a little bow on it back here with some ribbon, you could use this as a Christmas ornament. You can use this as your 25 days till Christmas and put a little something inside for your kids. So yeah, you can use these stockings for maybe a game you can play at home where you pick a number and then you pick the stocking. I mean, you could make all kinds of stuff. You could use these as place. You could use these as place settings with your little name right here and a little treat inside. You could use these as hostess gifts, or if you're having a Christmas party, part of a little handmade gift. You could also give one to your hairdresser, your mailman, your nail technician. I don't know, maybe those people that you don't often see all the time, but you do have contact with periodically. You could also whip these up for maybe a Bible study group or your church group. So I think, these can go on top of a present as a little, and put your name in there for who it's for. I think this is so cute, and this was so fast to make, very easy. I'm not sure if I would call it totally beginner friendly because it used several different stitches. It uses a half double, a single crochet, a front post double, and a regular double crochet. And then you're crocheting in the round, and then you also create this heel, and then, so it's not totally beginner friendly, but if you've crocheted a few things and you know those crochet stitches, you can for sure whip this one up. Plus, she goes really slow at the beginning. She goes very slow, and then she does a little better at speeding up. So I just think this is just the cutest little stocking, and I got commissioned to make 20 of these, so that is why I have so many. And what I find interesting is they didn't want them in Christmas colors. They wanted it in just an array of plain colors. And so that is why I have all these non-traditional Christmas colors. This was my practice piece, and so I really like how it came out, and I was like, great, if I just make, this will only take me 3 balls of yarn, and I can make 20 of them. No, I had to use like, what, 5, 6 different colors of yarn to make all these. I had to use all these different colors of yarn, so that was a bit of a challenge to pull out of my yarn closet, but this was cute. This was my first one. This was the initial one that I thought maybe she was going to pick. Nope, she wanted them in different colors. So there you have it. I think it's a cute little grift. And it is kind of nice, not in your traditional colors, especially if you're giving them to somebody. They almost look like little baby booties too, you know? So this is super cute. I really enjoyed working on this. And as far as what I have coming up, the only thing on my hook is our All for Fall Christmas Crochet collab, which we will be showcasing December 1st. And if you would like to join us, basically you pick your top Christmas movie and you crochet something based off that, inspired by that movie. It could be their colors. It could be, in fact, I was thinking of an idea. My friend, Craftably Ever After, who's also doing the collab with us, I was thinking, you know, she could totally make her bears, right? She's always making bears. She's your bear girl. I'm your bunny girl. So she's always making bears, and she could totally make a Christmas sweater for one of her bears in a Christmas hat, and that would be a great entry for the Christmas crochet collab. Or let's say you really don't want to do Amigurumi, but you really love the Grinch and you're not going to make an Amigurumi Grinch doll. You could totally just make a green scarf and put a red heart on it. I mean, you can do all kinds of things, and that is what's cool, is that it's what's inspiring you to create something based off that movie. We would so love it for you to join us, and if you have anything you'd like to share with us so we can put it in our videos, our emails will be at the bottom of in the description box of our emails, so send us your pics. We'd love to have you join us. And then the only other thing on my hook is my Hooked Up with Books with Craftably Ever After as well. We read some books and we crochet stuff based off what we read, what we're inspired by. And like I said, it's the same, it's actually the same principle, what you get inspired to create with that. So it would be a lot of fun if you joined us. And if you like reading books, check out Hooked Up with Books. I have a playlist for that as well. And we're just starting that. We're currently reading Britt Marie Was Here, which is a lot of fun. Very funny, but very heartfelt too. Well, I shall see you again next week. And until then, check out maybe one of these videos. Talk to you soon. Bye.